Hi, I'm Barbara O'Neill. Did you know that nearly 70% of seniors are regularly consuming nuts that quietly contribute to inflammation, speed up muscle breakdown, raise harmful cholesterol, and slowly drain your strength? Over time, this can make everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, or maintaining independence more difficult with age. What's most alarming? These are often the very same nuts promoted as heart-healthy, keto-approved, or packed with good fats. But behind the glossy marketing, some of these nuts are silently triggering inflammation, worsening joint pain, disrupting cholesterol levels, placing strain on the heart, and even affecting memory and brain health. There's one nut in particular, which I'll reveal shortly, that has been linked to elevated blood sugar, increased risk of diabetes-related issues, and decreased bone strength when consumed too often. And here's the scary part. It's a staple in most senior snack drawers and continues to be recommended in many popular low-carb diets. But don't worry, because in today's lesson, we're going to uncover the 5 most harmful nuts for seniors, starting with the ones causing the most silent damage. Then, I'll introduce you to 5 healthier protective alternatives nuts that actually support brain health, reduce inflammation, and help keep your muscles strong and functional. So, if you're over 60 like I am, or you're caring for someone who is, this may be one of the most important nutrition videos you'll see all year. And be sure to stick around to the very end, because nut number 4 contains a hidden compound that almost no one talks about, but could be a silent killer. Let's begin with the nuts to avoid. And why? Number 1. Bitter almonds. Almonds are widely praised as a heart-smart snack, but there's one variety that can be surprisingly dangerous, especially when eaten raw. While regular almonds are nutritious and safe, bitter almonds contain a natural compound called amygdalin, which turns into cyanide during digestion. Yes, cyanide. A toxic substance that interferes with how your body uses oxygen. Just 4 or 5 raw bitter almonds can cause symptoms like lightheadedness, nausea, or confusion. Consuming more than 10 can result in severe poisoning that may require emergency medical care. This is especially concerning for seniors, as the body's ability to detoxify substances like cyanide diminishes with age, making older adults more vulnerable to even small amounts. While cooking or processing bitter almonds neutralizes the danger, consuming them raw, as promoted by some natural health sources, is not just risky, but potentially harmful. To complicate matters, bitter almonds are sometimes sold under misleading names like apricot kernels or detox aids. But let's be clear, there is no detox benefit to cyanide. If you're a senior aiming to stay mentally sharp, physically energized, and independent, bitter almonds are best avoided altogether. Number 2. Peanuts. Next on the list is a common kitchen staple, found in trail mixes, protein bars, and spread on toast. But for older adults, peanuts might be doing more harm than good. Despite popular belief, peanuts aren't technically nuts. They're legumes, and they grow underground. This makes them particularly vulnerable to aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by mold. Aflatoxins have been linked to cell damage, weakened immune response, and a higher risk of certain cancers over time. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at flushing out toxins. So while peanuts might not have caused you issues in the past, they could now be contributing to hidden liver stress, fatigue, and low-grade inflammation. There's more. Peanuts are rich in omega-6 fatty acids. Although we need some omega-6s, an excess, especially when not balanced with enough omega-3s, can promote systemic inflammation, leading to joint pain, poor circulation, and cognitive decline. And if you're on blood thinners, take note, peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interfere with your medication and raise the risk of clotting or unexpected bleeding. Even peanut butter isn't safe from scrutiny. Most commercial brands are loaded with added sugar, salt, and hydrogenated oils, a recipe that can quietly raise blood pressure and wear down your heart over time. So, while peanuts may seem like a convenient, budget-friendly protein source, They may be silently undermining your mobility, energy, and overall wellness. Before we continue, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? And what health concern are you most focused on right now? Share it in the comments below. I want to understand how I can best help you. Number 3. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts offer more than just a creamy, indulgent flavor. They also silently contribute to muscle loss and slower recovery in aging adults. These nuts are unusually high in fat, but low in both protein and fiber, two nutrients your muscles need to stay strong and supported. Without them, your body struggles to rebuild tissue, leading to weaker legs, longer recovery times, and gradual loss of strength. Their high calorie density also makes weight gain more likely, especially if you're less active, and extra weight puts even more pressure on aging joints, making it harder to walk, climb stairs, or stay mobile. What's more, many store-bought macadamias are roasted in inflammatory oils and sprinkled with salt, two ingredients known to worsen joint stiffness and circulation, particularly in older adults. But macadamia nuts aren't the only hidden danger. There's a much smaller nut that looks innocent, but can be interfering with your medications without you even knowing it. I'm talking about number 4, pine nuts. You've probably seen pine nuts sprinkled over gourmet salads or blended into a rich pesto. Small, refined, and seemingly harmless. But for older adults, these tiny seeds might be carrying risks that are easy to overlook. One of the biggest concerns is their potential to interfere with common medications. Pine nuts can impact how your body processes blood pressure medications, cholesterol-lowering statins, and even drugs used for circulation or heart rhythm. When these interactions occur, they can lead to dangerous spikes in blood pressure, erratic heartbeats, or unexpected clotting issues, especially for seniors juggling multiple prescriptions. A clinical review, published in Frontiers in Nutrition in 2022, even flagged phenolenic acid, a compound in pine nuts, for its ability to alter how the liver processes certain medications, potentially throwing off treatment plans without anyone realizing it. What makes this even more troubling is how rarely pine nuts appear on dietary caution lists. Most people, doctors included, don't think to flag them as a potential concern. But that's not where the story ends. Pine nuts have also been associated with a strange condition known as pine mouth. This is when a persistent metallic or bitter taste develops after eating them, making everything you eat or drink taste off for days, sometimes weeks. For seniors already battling low appetite or weight loss, this can lead to reduced food intake, loss of strength, and slower recovery from illness or injury. Add to that the fact that pine nuts are rich in polyunsaturated fats, which oxidize quickly. Once oxidized, these fats release damaging compounds that can age the brain faster, clog arteries, and intensify joint pain, and the older those nuts are, the worse the effect. Lastly, because of their small, slippery shape, pine nuts can be a choking risk, especially for those with dry mouth or swallowing difficulties, which become more common with age. So, while pine nuts may look delicate and nutritious, they may quietly be putting your medication safety, brain health, and appetite at risk, all in one small bite. Now, here is the upside. Not all nuts are harmful. In fact, there's one powerhouse nut that does the opposite, supporting memory, heart health, and muscle strength as you grow older. I will be sharing it soon. It's a must-have for every senior. But there's another popular nut that's buttery, creamy, and surprisingly even more harmful for your bones. Let's talk about that next. Number 5. Cashews. Cashews might look like the perfect snack, creamy, filling, and often marketed as a heart-healthy option. But for seniors, this popular nut can quietly chip away at your most important foundation, your bone. What most people don't realize is that cashews are high in oxalates, compounds that bind to calcium in your gut and prevent your body from absorbing it properly. And without enough available calcium, bones become more fragile over time. That's a serious concern for older adults, as bone density naturally declines with age. Even a small deficiency can raise your risk of fractures, poor balance, and mobility loss, all of which can lead to longer recovery times or even life-altering falls. But it doesn't stop there. Cashews also contain more carbohydrates than most nuts, which can cause sudden blood sugar spikes, especially dangerous for seniors managing prediabetes or diabetes. Over time, those spikes can harm the tiny blood vessels in your legs and feet, leading to poor circulation, numbness, and slow healing wounds. However, the risk doesn't end with your bones. Cashews can also increase the risk of kidney stones. That's because those same oxalates that block calcium can crystallize inside your kidneys, especially if you're not staying well hydrated, which many seniors struggle with. And finally, there's the issue of texture. Cashews are smooth and dense, which can make them a choking hazard for anyone dealing with dry mouth or reduced chewing strength, two common age issues. So, while cashews might seem like a luxurious and harmless treat, they can quietly contribute to bone loss, nerve damage, kidney issues, and more. If you're trying to make better food choices as you age, this is definitely one nut you'll want to cross off your list. But here's the good news. Like I said before, while some nuts can harm your health, others can help restore it. One in particular is packed with compounds that boost memory, protect the heart, and support strong legs as you age. Here are nuts I advise every senior should add to their diet. Number 1. Chestnut. Unlike most other nuts, chestnuts are low in fat and much higher in complex carbs and fiber. That means they provide steady energy, help keep you full, and support healthy digestion, all without weighing you down. Chestnuts are also packed with vitamin C, a nutrient you don't usually find in nuts, along with vitamin E and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and protect muscle tissue as you age. In one study, chestnut consumption was linked to better blood sugar control and lower LDL cholesterol, making them a smart option for seniors looking to protect their heart and metabolism. You can roast them, grind them into flour, or even chop them into rice and pasta dishes. Just be sure to store them in an airtight container in the fridge, as they're more perishable than other nuts. Personally, I love roasting mine and mixing them into warm grain bowls. It's delicious and incredibly nourishing. What about you? Let me know in the comments how you like to enjoy chestnuts. Number 2. Almonds. Almonds are more than just a crunchy snack. They're one of the best daily habits a senior can build. Packed with calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats, almonds support everything from your bones and muscles to your heart and memory. Let's start with your bones. As we get to our 60s, bone density naturally declines, and the risk of osteoporosis rises. But almonds offer a smart defense. They're rich in calcium, which helps strengthen bones, and magnesium, which ensures that calcium is delivered where it's needed. Your bones, not your arteries. And it doesn't stop at bone strength. Almonds also help preserve muscle mass, thanks to their combination of plant protein and monounsaturated fats. That's important, because muscle loss is one of the biggest drivers of weakness, instability, and fall risk in seniors. In one long-term study published in the Journal of Nutrition, older adults who included nuts like almonds in their diets had higher physical function scores and lower rates of frailty than those who didn't. Almonds are also a natural source of fiber, which helps ease constipation and bloating, two common issues that can sap your energy and mobility. And their heart-protective fats have been shown to reduce LDL cholesterol, supporting smoother circulation and lower stroke risk. Plus, the brown skin on almonds is full of antioxidants that help protect your brain from age-related decline, preserving memory and clarity as the years go on. So, if you're looking for one daily nut that supports your bones, muscles, heart, digestion, and brain, almonds are a true all-rounder. But almonds are just the beginning. The next nut on our list isn't just good for your body. It's like rocket fuel for your mind. It enables you to think more quickly and remember things more clearly. Number 3. Walnuts. There's something poetic about walnuts. They look like miniature brains. And in many ways, nature wasn't wrong. Walnuts are one of the best foods for supporting senior brain health. The secret lies in ALA, or alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid found in abundance in walnuts. ALA plays a key role in keeping your brain cells flexible and healthy, which helps with memory, focus, and coordination as we age. But walnuts don't stop at structure. They also protect. Thanks to their rich supply of polyphenols, walnuts act as natural defenders against brain inflammation and oxidative stress. These antioxidants are special. They can actually cross the blood-brain barrier and help shield neurons from damage that leads to memory loss and cognitive decline. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, seniors who regularly consumed walnuts performed significantly better on memory and cognitive processing tests compared to those who did not. This suggests that including walnuts in your routine may offer real cognitive benefits. But the advantages of walnuts extend beyond brain health. They are rich in arginine, an amino acid that promotes healthy blood flow, essential for delivering oxygen to your muscles and helping maintain strength, balance, and stability. Additionally, walnuts contain natural melatonin, which can help improve sleep quality. For older adults, better sleep supports higher energy levels, clearer thinking, and a more stable mood. Just a small handful of walnuts a few times a week can benefit your mind, movement, and sleep, making this humble nut a powerful ally for aging well. Number 4. Brazil nuts. While Brazil nuts may not be as well known as almonds or walnuts, they are among the most potent nuts for supporting hormonal health and physical strength. Their standout feature is their exceptionally high selenium content, a mineral essential for proper thyroid function. The thyroid helps regulate metabolism, energy, and muscle maintenance, all of which become increasingly important with age. Remarkably, just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day is enough to meet your selenium requirements. Research shows that seniors with optimal thyroid function tend to have greater muscle mass, better coordination, and stronger immune health. Brazil nuts also promote testosterone production in both men and women, which supports muscle strength and bone density, 2 factors critical for aging well. For the best results, choose raw, unsalted Brazil nuts, and limit your intake to 2 or 3 per day. Excess selenium can be harmful over time. These nuts are excellent as a midday snack or added to oatmeal or yogurt for a nutritious, satisfying boost. Number 5. Pistachios. If you've been advised to limit salt as you age, you might think nuts are off limits, but pistachios are an exception. Unlike many salty snacks, pistachios support cardiovascular health and mobility in older adults. They are naturally rich in potassium, which helps offset sodium's effects and promotes better circulation. Improved blood flow supports heart health and strengthens the legs, essential for mobility and independence. Pistachios are also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that protect against age-related macular degeneration. Maintaining good vision is not only key for independence but also for preventing falls and maintaining coordination. Like other heart-healthy nuts, pistachios provide a balanced mix of healthy fats and plant-based protein, which helps regulate blood sugar and energy levels, making them ideal for those managing fatigue, diabetes, or weight concerns. There's also a hidden benefit. Shelling pistachios engages your hands and mind, promoting mindful eating and preserving fine motor skills, something especially important as we age. In fact, a clinical study published in Hypertension found that adults who ate pistachios daily saw a significant reduction in systolic blood pressure, thanks to their potassium and antioxidant content. So, if you're searching for a colorful, satisfying snack that supports heart health, vision, muscle strength, and cognitive function, pistachios are a top choice. Adding the right nuts to your daily diet can make a noticeable difference in your memory, energy, and physical resilience. But remember, nutrition is only part of the picture. If you're truly committed to improving your eyesight and overall well-being, be sure to watch the next video. It will cover